That one needs to be shut down. No. I have to get it up to shut it down. That makes a lot of sense. Edit. Just give me a delete option. Hurry up. Come on. Give me the delete option. Oh, for crying out loud. Oh my God, could you run any slower? Oh crap. Frig. No, that would be too simple to give you a delete option right off the get-go. It should be one of the first things up there. I have no patience for this stuff. I don't. Come on. Oh my God. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. So I can get rid of you. Hurry up. So I can get rid of you. Go. Go. Get down. Come on. Oh my God. Come on. Hurry up. I'm just going to close it and hope that that does it. Oh, don't tell me I lost my viewing window. Oh, come on. I had it. Oh my God almighty. Sorry, people. I know there's a couple of you in here. Just hold on a flippin' minute. My Jesus, Jesus, Jesus. This is awful. I had it up and I had it right there. Everything is so slow to load. And I mean slow. I can't click on anything. Oh, goddamn time. All right, come on, come on, come on, come on. Let's go, let's go, let's go. I wish I could get rid of that live right from here. Well, I'll bring up the one that I want. The one that's live, that's actually live. It's got all the components should be in place. One person watching now. Hold on till it loads. It's because that other stupid live video. That's nothing but a bunch of gobbledygook, I call it. There's two. Okay. I wish I could get rid of that Let me see here. This is the one I want to delete and get rid of, and I can't seem to find the option right on the main page for that. Isn't that awful? Geez, I hate that. Not a delete option? Are you kidding me? Well, I'll bring up the one that I want. The one that's live. It's actually live. It's got all the components should be in place. I want this one gone. Why is there no delete? Please give me a delete option, for crying out loud. Hold on. It's because that other stupid live video. That's nothing but a bunch of gobbledygook. And it's going to take up resources trying to connect over and over and over again, and I can't find the delete option. Oh my God, I've got to go the long way in to delete it. The long way. There's two. Oh my God. Let me see here. This is the one I want to delete and get rid of, and I can't seem to find the option right on the main page for that. All this does is take me in a flippin' circle. Jeez, I hate that. I still can't do it. Not a delete option. Are you kidding me? Oh my God, this is horrible. Like, I've got my window up, it's working, but I can't have the second empty one running in the background. It could end up disconnecting. This sort of a thing. Please give me a delete option, for crying out loud. I got two lives going, and I'm trying to delete one, and there's no delete option to be found anywhere. And I've got to shut that second one off because it's using up all the resources. And it's going to take up resources trying to connect over and over and over again, and I can't find the delete option. Oh my God, I've got to go the long way in to delete it. The long way. And that's no guarantee. You would think the minute you shut that window down that it would just disappear. It doesn't do that. You go into the background, the back walls of everything on your channel, and it's still sitting there, and it's still showing live. So I don't want to save. Still can't do it. Why? I know there's a delete option under those dots, and it won't highlight. This is horrible. Because it's still running. That's why. Like, I've got my window up, it's working, but I can't have the second empty one running in the background. It could end up disconnecting. This sort of a thing. This is horrible. Sometimes those three dots work, sometimes they don't. I don't think it will because it's actually running. It's still literally live. If I could even pause it, I could probably get rid of it, but I can't pause it. Edit options disabled for this video. Then why do you keep disappearing when I put my cursor on you? It disappears. And that's no guarantee. Look at that. That's horrible. You would think that the minute you shut that window down that it would just disappear. Look over here. You go into the background, the back walls of everything on your channel, and it's still sitting there, and it's still showing live. So I can't click on that option to disable it. It disappears every time the cursor hits it. I know there's a delete option under those dots. For God's sakes. Because it's still running. That's why. Like, I've got my window up, it's working, but I can't have the second empty one in the background. It's disconnecting. This is horrible. Sometimes those 3 dots work, sometimes they don't. I don't think it will because it's actually running. It's still literally live. There is absolutely no delete option here tonight. But I can't pause it. Makes me want to scream. Really does. Makes me want to take somebody from YouTube and punch them right in the nose. Then why did it disappearing when I put my cursor on you? It disappears. Look at that. That's horrible. No. You would think the minute you shut that window down that it would just shrunk over here. Well, to shut it up, you still can't do anything about it. I can't click on that option to disable it. It disappears every time the cursor hits it. I know there's a delete option. God's sakes. It's still running. Why? There's me. And there's that culprit right there. I'm gonna shut you off, you rotten, rotten thing. Not the wrong one, though. Leave. Okay, there we go. Hi, Rhode Island Red. How you doing? No, it's still running. It's still running. I just closed the window, but it's not going to stop. It's not going to stop. There's no delete option to be found anywhere. What am I clicking on that my sound? Mute. Shut up. There. There we go. Hi, Daisy. How you doing? Oh, my goodness sakes. So this is for the sign of Capricorn. I'm going to try to put up a good old-fashioned smudge. I've not been having luck with that either. It's not been the best. And this stuff is tinder dry. I've got my very own sweetgrass in here as well that I harvested and collected myself. And nothing, and everything else, the cedar, the grandpa's beard, it's all tinder dry. And I don't understand. As soon as you get a flame, it goes right out again. It's craziness. Come on. It's not going to burn. I remember that about these old-fashioned smudges because sometimes they will not ignite no matter what you do. Short of putting on a fuel on it, I'm not going to do that. That kind of defeats the whole purpose if you start messing with them like that. It's a whole branch full of leaf. And it just keeps going out, and there's no need of it. It's not like it's wet. It's tinder dry. Been sitting there in the basket for months. I really, really want this to take off. I got it to take off once for me today. A private reading. It was really nice. Good old-fashioned smudge the way I remember them. I can't get this to light at all. Everything is, I can almost disintegrate everything. It's so dry. Boys, I tell you, it's hard to stay positive because when one thing seems to go wrong and you've got no control and you can't fix it, like that video, that's the other live that's playing. Everything else goes wrong. I can't even use that lighter. It's too hot. Oh, well, I tried. There. Not going to happen. I guess it's not going to happen. Let's get into the shuffle for Capricorn for October 2020. Hi, Jean. Oh, no, Rhode Island. I've already done all that. I've rebooted my modem, the whole 9 yards. It doesn't change the structure of the page. No delete option. No delete option. rebooting it, it's not going to give it a delete option, so it thinks it's supposed to be running. You can't do anything to it while it's running. There's the problem. I just don't want it interfering and messing up this stream right here. That's what I don't want. But it's using resources it shouldn't be using. This is for Capricorn for October 2020. October 2020. What's coming up for Capricorn? Capricorn's usually an interesting read. We're going to find out. Anyway, we're going to find out. All right, I'm going to cut right here for Capricorn for October 2020 for this general public reading where, oh, I did a great big huge long ass private reading before coming on here tonight. Everything's kind of like throwing me off because I'm, all right, I don't need that. I'll just use Lilith. I'll bring the camera down. You guys can watch the spread being laid. One moment. I have to get into my other window where I can actually see what I'm doing in real time. There we go. That looks good. All right. All right. Spirit via Lilith. Are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for this general public reading for all Capricorns? Are the top 5 cards the cards that are meant for this Capricorn public spread? Here, she's picking up speed. That's good enough for me. Definite yes. Here we go. Here we go. Your first card is the overall energy, Capricorn. 2 of Pentacles and options. Okay. Second card, your wealth and finances. Oh, God, no. 5 of Cups. I had a feeling tonight the readings were going to change because last night I did the first 4. Oh, my God, they were all fantastic. The next card, look at that. Oh, Capricorn. 9 of Swords. It just keeps getting better, I tell you. That's your house. Your heart's your home. Your family, your friends, relationships. The 7 of Cups possibility is falling into your challenges for the month of October. Final card, but never the least, your message from Spirit. You got the Fool, a new beginning. That's a good card. That's wonderful. So here we go. Here we find ourselves. The first one's good. That kind of what I'm hearing here is, of course, it means options. So you are going to have some options. But the thing is that some Capricorns are going to forget how convenient. I'm being sarcastic. They're going to forget that they're the captains of their own ship. Some of the Capricorns will put things off like, had nothing to do with me, wasn't my business. Don't blame me. Don't. By not taking action on something, you get automatically blamed because you didn't try to take action. If you feel like your walls are folding in on yourself, it's because there was something that you missed, something that you consciously refused. I'm not doing that. It's that kind of an attitude. I don't mean for it to sound nasty. It's not my personal opinion. That's what I'm hearing. That's what I'm feeling. That's what's coming across. You're trying to shuck and shake off the responsibilities that are yours. You and only you, Capricorn, can keep yourself out of certain situations. Nobody would ever dream of telling you what to do. Capricorns have very strong, focused minds, but they don't take time. A lot of Capricorns are self-employed. They're their own bosses. They own the company. you know. A lot of Capricorns can't work beneath anybody else. So there's that. But with the Two of Pentacles here, we got the Two of Pentacles. Pentacles is a good suit. It's the best suit of them all, if you ask me. It is the best suit of them all. So we've got the Two here. The Two is showing for you that there is a decision that's underway right now for some of you, for whoever this resonates with. The card is showing that you're considering your options, all right? You're considering your options. You're thinking about them. You're playing them out in your mind. You're rehearsing all possible outcomes. Rather than taking any action right off, you look everything over first. The choice may concern jobs or places to study, a potential new home, or even where just to travel. In personal finances, there may be some demands on your resources, so you may find yourself juggling your income and expenditures in order to balance the books. You may have to rob from Peter a bit to give to Paul. Eventually, you'll get yourself caught up. The advice, pay attention to the detail, keyword, detail of any financial agreements or offers. Look for long-term benefits rather than going for a short-term gain. Short-term gain, you get what you put in. And if you take a short-term gain, when it passes and it's done, you're going to find yourself, if not exactly in the same place where you started, but you could be a bit behind. That backfires. You take the long way, the tried way, the true way, where there won't be a doubt in your mind. Maybe taking the mountain instead of that lower path. But at least I know what the mountain's going to bring me and what it's going to give to me. Keywords for this card, Capricorn, are choices. Remember, you have the freedom of choice. Okay? That's very important in this reading for Capricorns. You've got the freedom of choice. You're the captain of your own ship here. Property could be highlighted. Your finances for some, not for everybody. It's a general reading. It's not, so maybe you're fine financially. Balance, finding the balance. Feeling like you might be judged and people making a judgment call on you, which is deeply disturbed. It's really disturbing for you. You could be eyeing and looking over some contracts that the options brought in front of you. And you must pay attention to detail. It's the little details that are really going to count in this case. We got the Five of Cups. You know how I feel about fives. Can't help it. This is a card that usually denotes sadness of some kind, falling into your finances and wealth. And wealth isn't just about money. It's wealth in your health. Are you wealthy as far as your health goes? Wealth and support. Do you have a lot of support? Friendship. Do you have a lot of friends? Are you wealthy in friends? Are you wealthy with people that love you? Or maybe not. Or do you live a smaller life? Right? Oh, I hate the fives. Oh, I'm just hoping this isn't the reading that's going to break the path that we had last night, because it was so great last night. It was unbelievable. It was beautiful. I went to sleep with a smile on my face, feeling very satisfied that the few readings I did get out last night, they were, at the very least, they were very, very good. So when we get a reading like this, Capricorn, what this all is for you, really, to make a positive spin on it, on the 5 and on the 9, right? And what it is, it's a major heads up. You're getting forewarned. Put it that way. And that's a good thing. That's not a bad thing. It leaves you between fate and you at the starting gate, and you're breaking the gate down. You're going to get ahead while you can get ahead. This 5 reveals sadness, usually due to the loss of a relationship, of work, job. It could be friendship, and it could be due to bereavement, which has already happened. Nobody's going to die in your life anytime soon. This is something that's already happened. You could be grieving. Unlike the 8 of Cups, which shows a natural process of moving on and moving ahead, this card often reveals an unexpected break from a person or a job that will be leaving you feeling very bereft, heartbroken, heartsick, confused. And another meaning is being unable to let go of your past because you're being haunted by either guilt or regret, like a cancer that you can't cure and it won't go away. Here's the advice. You need to look for and accept any support that you can gain. Your situation, whatever it may be, is certainly not hopeless, and you need to believe in that. And also, you need to believe you'll come back from this. You'll be resilient. You're going to heal from this. For all the upset that it's caused you, you're going to heal. All right? Keywords: unhappiness, feelings of dejection, negative thoughts, confusion, hurt, very deeply hurt, a sense of disruption around you, and a feeling of being abandoned, either within the relationship or the job force. This kind of a thing, feeling abandonment, wondering, almost feeling like you're walking on jello. Nothing feels solid or straight or clear. Everything is just a jumbled, bubbly, bouncing mess kind of a thing. That's for some. This could be things you're going through now or things that you're about to go through. Something is going to shake your apple tree, you know. Not for everybody. Please remember this. It's not for everybody that's hearing the reading. This is a general reading. Apply to some, maybe one, maybe none in the moment anyway. So if it's a job loss, chances are you're going to be feeling a financial pinch. That's why you got to keep your, can I be blunt? Keep your shit together. So that things like this, when they happen to you, don't overwhelm you and like a tidal wave takes out your whole life. Something's happened, it's taken a piece, right? But you're still the captain. It's taken a piece, it hasn't taken it all. If you have a bad attitude, it washes in, it takes it all. Then you feel like you've got no control and you start to really, really slip and drown and all of that, things out of your control. So you can't not allow that to happen. You have to, and I hate to say it because it sounds heartless, but you have to suck it up. If you want to survive whatever this is, a relationship gone, a job gone, anything like that, where you are the loser, you lose out on something, you can't let it bring on a tidal wave. You can't let it overwhelm you. You need to keep yourself together in order to rise above this and continue to move forward, not stand still, stagnant, not going backwards. Your whole goal should always be, despite the pain, the hurt, the feelings of betrayal or being abandoned, you have to rise above all of that. You do. You can, in your down times, your quiet times, you can actually lick your wounds. I always advise people, if you're feeling a deep, deep hurt and a deep, deep pain, go ahead and go off into your own little place, your own space. Cry, scream, Feel sorry for yourself, cry for yourself, do all those things because you need to acknowledge this is how the situation's made you feel. Heartbroken, putting it mildly. It's worse than heartbroken. Oh, shh, quiet. Oh, he almost gave me a heart attack. All right, Bear, it's okay. Come here, sweetheart. Come here, baby. It's all right. They're not getting in. It's probably the raccoon or a fox trying to get in up on the deck, and there's nothing there for them. So I don't know why they keep coming back. Stop. That's a good boy. Come and see me. Come see me. Here. Come see me. Come here, baby. Come here. It's a good boy. That's a good boy. Come here. Come here. Here. Come. Come. Good boy. Good boy. You need to... Here. No, baby. I'm sorry, guys. It's very distracting for me to try to concentrate on reading when you've got that screaming in your ears. He's doing his job. He thinks he's just doing his job. Okay, it's all gone. Come on, lay down. That's a good boy. Good boy doesn't mean to continue to do it. It means you're a good boy when you stop. There. Here. That's enough. No. Enough. Oh, my God almighty. Hold on. I'll shut the outside light out. That's what I'm going to do. Oh, my leg. You can get up and move when I'm in pain, buddy. There. It's gone. Everything's gone. It's pitch black out there. And I mean pitch black. I live rural. There are no street lights. So I have motion sensor yard lights, but there's nothing going through them. There's no light. It's dark, dark, dark. You need a flashlight. Okay, so the next card we're looking at is the Nine of Swords. It is the stress and the worry card of Tarot Capricorn. When Capricorn is not happy, it's usually because they're stressed out about something. They don't like having anything laid on them, anything over them, anything restricting them. Sometimes this card is pretty simple too, and this may go for a few of you. Some people are what they call natural warriors. If it's almost like that expression of if everything's going right, then there's something wrong. That's what worriers are like. They will find something to worry about, and they'll build on that. And some people are like that, and sometimes that's what the card represents. And the tarot's saying you got to stop doing that. For maybe the one or two that are like that, and for everybody else, we can talk sleepless nights here, or waking up at 3 a.m. And for the first nanosecond, maybe thinking you have to pee in the middle of the night, or you have to change position, something along those lines. And the first nanosecond, it all feels normal, and then it hits you. Whatever you're going through, it kind of washes over you. You feel the heat come to your face. Now you can't just lay there. You have to sit on the side, sit up. Then your legs are on the side of the bed. And then your chin is in your hands, and your elbows are on your knees, and you're rubbing your head, and you're kind of yanking at your hair, and you're going, oh, this is going to drive me crazy. Whatever it is for you. This is the anxiety card of tarot. It always reveals trouble beneath the surface, and it's often expressed through dreams and nightmares. So you have to ask yourself, what's eating you up? What is it that's bothering you? You may be anxious due to pressure from overwork, bumps in a relationship. There could be family issues going on, and that gives you a lot of anxiety. Or, as I said, you could have a pattern for being a worrier. On a physical level, it can show someone not sleeping well due to stress or overthinking. The advice: listen, listen, listen. What ties you in knot at 3 a.m. come daylight looks a lot smaller. There's no shadows, and the light is washing out and fading any gray spots, any shadows as the sun, and it becomes more, the highlight of the day kind of thing. So what was keeping you awake the night before was like, it shrunk down to something like, okay, it's there. I see the problem. But it makes it smaller, makes it more realistically to deal with it and take care of any problems that you're having. During the daylight hours, that's when you get true perspective of what you're going through. So hopefully before the day's over, that night you will sleep. You may not have solved that problem, but you've shrunk it down where it's not overwhelming you and it's not consuming you. So what ties you up at 3 a.m. looks smaller in the light of day, and try to keep your perspective when the negative thoughts start floating in your way. Keywords: panic attacks, fear, maybe guilt. There will be insomnia, nightmares, stress, and a mental overload. This is going on within your private life. Therefore, I would pin on that this is a personal relationship. Romantically, maybe. That's very possible. But also could be in other means as well. This could be a falling out with a sibling, a brother or a sister. This could be a falling out with a parent. This could be a parent trying to interfere in your life. And Capricorn, you don't take kindly when it comes to somebody interfering in your life, whether it's a family member or not, doesn't matter. It's somebody else interfering in your life. Some of you could be worried about that right now. What ifs are going on? I'm hearing that. What ifs a lot. What if this happens? But what if that happens? What if, what if, what if? You better take the time to calm down, to sit yourself down and talk realistically and think realistically. Let logic come into the picture as well. All right? So it's just the way things go. Good thing it's a general reading. I'll say that. So it doesn't apply to everybody. Now we've got the 7 of Cups here, and 7s are all about possibilities. All right, within tarot, it's like a double whammy because that is the prompt that's on the card. The 7 of Cups is possibility. So they're not bad cards. I wouldn't say that. That's for sure. With the 7 here, there's going to be. This is on the good side. There's going to be a lot of choices available to you now. But which do you focus your attention on, your interest in? Which one? At this point, in the beginning, there will be very few facts to help you decide. There's a danger of letting impressions, a raft of them coming in, and you want to follow, but that's not the way to go. Danger lies in falling for a fantasy because you have no sense yet of what is real and what you're idealizing just because it fires your imagination. You're trying to put perfection on a situation. It's not perfect, but you like the idea of it being perfect because, boys, your imagination runs right off. You can assume all kinds of wonderful things. That's not the reality. Keep your feet on the ground. In creative projects, for some of you, you may be awash with a lot of great ideas. Additional meaning of this card for everybody: pay attention to your dreams and your daytime visions. All right? The advice: rather than rush toward one option, think about this now. Rather than rush into something head first without thinking, it just looks really good and it draws you in, so you go for it. That's the wrong thing to do. You need to stand back a while, to take things in, to observe, just to see what's going to manifest here. Is this going to be worth your problem? You see where it's coming back to this again? It's up to you. You're the one that'll put yourself in a bad situation if you find yourself there, or you'll find yourself in something semi-good, semi-tried, this, and you put yourself there, a lot of choices available to you on which way you turn with things in your life. The last card, your message from Spirit, we have the wonderful Fool, and he represents new beginnings for you. All right? New beginnings. Not a bad place to be. The Fool. It's the only card in tarot for the greenhorns that has no number assigned. None. Zero. Zilch. Magician is the number one card. He's my favorite card of all. So, with the Fool here, taking your chances, taking a cue from nature. You can see looks like he's blindly diving into the water off those rocks. And there's the dolphin. There's probably more than one. Most dolphins don't travel alone. They travel in pods. Maybe we're just not seeing them, but they're there. And the man figures, hey, if that dolphin can dive there with confidence, so can I. So he takes this cue from nature. This shows somebody that's very, very much in touch with what's going on around them. And this is a good thing. It's a beautiful thing. You're going to be on the brink of a brand new path in your life. This is for some of you. And a wonderful opportunity will be awaiting you. Now's the time to follow your destiny, be it in work, be it in relationships. And before you follow your heart's desire, pay attention to two things. Be practical and check that your dream is tangible and realistic. And then listen to your intuition, which, like the dolphin, will safely guide you forward. All right? Intuition never fails. Keep the focus on your goals. Focus, focus, focus. Rather than be distracted by other people's opinions or other people's needs, you need to remain focused. Everything else is going to have to wait. This is your time to reinvent yourself. Therefore, you need to put you first. There's a bright future ahead and an exciting new territory for you, Capricorn. The Fool can also show a physical journey over land or sea. I'm hearing for somebody coming back home for a bit, coming home for a visit, coming home for a reason. For somebody that lives away, you're coming back home for something. It could be permanent. Highly unlikely. It's probably temporary. The advice: just take a good, long, hard look at anything before you leap into it. Listen to your intuition. If you like what you see and it feels okay, there's no niggling going on inside, it feels like a sure thing, then you go ahead and you dive right in. As long as you're sure. Okay? Keywords are risk. And it is a card about taking risks because he's diving in there. And even though the dolphin is too, it could be a risk of something beneath the surface under him that could hurt him. There could be. It's a risk. Innocence. Not knowing maybe when to stop, and in your favor, that'll work in your favor. For you, that'll work in your favor. The innocence of not knowing when to stop. Keep going, keep going, keep going. Making a departure to bring yourself back home again for some reason or other. I don't know why that is. The card also lays out a new pathway for a lot of you, a sense of discovery, taking journeys and trips, and for a lot of you as well, starting all over again. So there we go, everybody. That was Capricorn's wonderful reading. Oh, hi, guys. Sorry about that. I've been doing that a lot today. So, yeah, the energy is rough. But the thing is, too, Rhode Island is that That's like, where do you draw the line on doing a redo? Because it's not a good reading to do a redo. That could go on for a long, long time. So if I can't do it over 3 or 4 times like I know I would have to, then I can't even redo it the once. It is what it is. But the wonderful thing and the best part is it's general. None of it may apply to you, you know, and the parts that do, make them work for you, just make them work for you. So, hello, Mary Lou. Yeah, it is deep. It is deep. You're right. I never thought of it that way, Daisy. But you're very right. It was a deep reading. I hate this card. This card can be so disruptive at times, but it's individual. It's how you're going to handle it. And of course, the stinking 5 of Cups. Like, who needs this? Who needs this, really? Nobody needs this. But you know what? When you get to your goal or your target, wherever you're heading, wherever your focus is going, you'll look back on these challenging, little difficult times, and you will see that if they hadn't happened, you probably wouldn't be where you are. And where you are is something favorable, someplace favorable, showing potential and growth. And maybe if you hadn't gone through these 2 horrible cards, you may not be where you are right now. Meant to be, all part of the greater plan. That could be for some of you. So you just put on your crash helmet, put on your safety vest, hook on to the heaviest thing you can find, and then go for it. So that's about it. So you're welcome. That is wonderful, Rhode Island. That's good. Everybody hear that, and everybody see what Rhode Island said. There's the positivity. She says her new beginning has been wonderful so far, so good. That is encouraging to say. I'm not going to drag this out any longer. How long was this one? Let me double check the timing. 48 minutes. That's about average. I'm going to stop right here. If you haven't joined Bay of Fundy Fortunes, if you are new, please join. Click the subscribe button. Click the little red icon beside it. It's supposed to garner you some notifications. Every time Bay of Fundy Fortunes goes live, you get a notification. Here's the problem. I don't feel so alone now. I don't feel so picked on. Because I found another reader today. I actually sat and listened to a couple cancer readings from other readers from my own interest. I haven't done that in months and months and months because I don't have time to anymore. But there was one reader, and I'm getting to the point of that little red button, notification bell. One of the readers was Pamela Georgel. So I watched her and blah, blah, blah. And at the end, she was winding down, and she said something to the effect about joining her channel, clicking the subscribe button, and clicking the notification bell beside it to ensure that you get notifications. But first, you need to check to make sure that you still have my channel on your list of favorites. She said, I'm being told by people that my channel, The Lucky Mermaid, has been removed from their list. A few people have come back and told her that she wasn't on their list at all anymore. So she's saying the same thing I've been saying. YouTube systems. I don't know how she's going to feel when her numbers start to roll back, because that's the next trick that they pull. She's almost at 100,000 now, right about where I should be too, had none of this happened. So I've lost several thousand people on my list. They might think that they're not. People go away, they get a life, people forget. Unless they're really addicted to Bay of Fundy Fortunes, they'd forget about it. So, but with Bay of Fundy Fortunes, this is better. This is way better. I'll tell you, when we're doing the live streams, and I forgot to do this one, and I'm going to do it right now while I'm talking about it, and I take and I share it within the group. It's a live link. No, I won't. Where I'm done, what I'll do is I'll post it that is done there as well. But normally I would at the beginning do that, but I was fighting. You see me fighting with the system here. But anyways, I'm not alone. I was told before there's other channel owners going through this. And it's, you know, for people that don't have a channel, they go, don't let that bother you. Don't. And you say, but my numbers are rolling back hundreds at a time, you know. And the longer the number doesn't change, the worse it's a system. It's taking Bay of Fundy Fortunes out of Lord knows how many subscribers going across the board, and then it'll go in and it'll take somebody else from them right across the board, you know. So then the system does the math and figures this would be this many people that they would lose after all, you know. It's all for nothing. It's stupid. It's got to do with algorithms. That's what it's got to do with. Algorithms aren't always going to, they're usually work against the people that are using and judging everything on algorithms. It's usually in a negative way. That's been my experience. So even through other people, things that had nothing to do with me, but I could see what was going on. So anyway, there's that. So what I'm trying to say is, if you're on Facebook, why don't you hop over and pay us a visit? Join the group, Bay of Fundy Fortunes, Fundy. All right. It is a closed group. It's a private group as well. So anything goes on in there stays within there. Everything is pre-approved from the memes, and I ask that you keep them relevant to the essence of what Bay of Fundy Fortunes is all about. Don't want to see doggy pictures or kitty pictures or anything, because if you let one person post, next thing you know, people go crazy if you post a picture of your cat or whatever your animal, and then they start. I've seen them get way out of control. So I say no animal post unless it's relevant, right? If it's relevant to the group, then that's fine. So, and not everybody can do that, you know, like you could say, I like doing my own cards. I let my cat pick the card, called them over, and the first one he touched with his nose is the card I took. And then you'd show a picture of your cat and your card and the little story with it. That's okay, that kind of a thing. But anyways, that's where you get the live links when we're doing mini readings, or I'm doing these readings tonight. I'm going to put the next one in, though, which is going to be Aquarius. And that'll be right at the beginning. And then people will be able to click on it, come in, and catch the live reading if they choose to do that. But anyways, that's that. So don't forget to try to live your life with some really good, pure integrity. Picture it like a chopper. Grab the handles, sit back, relax, and stay on the spiritual straight and narrow of life. It'll help keep that way. Universe knows you inside, outside, upside down, every molecule, every atom, every emotion, every thought. You can fool some of the people some of the time. You'll never fool the universe, not even once. Remember that. Maybe that'll help keep you on the straight and narrow. It works with me. I'm not saying I'm always straight and narrow. I'm not. I got a temper. I get mad. I get frustrated. I get pissed off. I'm very verbal about it. I'm a very demonstrative person that way. If someone don't like it, you can kiss my butt at the head of King Street. I don't care. That's who I am. It's the way I am. I'm the type of person, if I restrain and I hold things in, that's the worst thing I could do to myself. That's the most harm I could do. And these things would fester inside of me because I didn't get to vocalize or verbalize. So when something bothers me, out it comes. And then it's over and done with and it's gone. I feel better. You know, these things happen. But anyways, the other thing, I'd like for you to all keep the peace inward for yourself. You feed yourself every moment of every day. Feed yourself. Keep the sun in so you can share your love and your light out with the rest of the world. Compassion. Deep understanding and compassion is so badly needed in this world. Don't be afraid to exercise a bit of that. Nobody's going to want to follow you home. But you can just reach out and touch somebody once a day. It's worth the world of love. It really, really is. Thank you all for being here. I appreciate every last one of you very, very much. To super chat on the page, in the group, you mean? We don't do the super thing if you're talking about, Sharon just said about donations. We don't use that. We don't use that super chat thing at all. Because it's Google and YouTube are combined. It's all one. And they take 30% of every single donation. My very first mini readings, I made $71 that night. I've never seen 1 cent of it. And that was a year ago. Not 1 cent. I did the research on it, and that's when I pulled the brakes out, and I pulled off the super chat. I got rid of that right off. I said, no, people have to donate directly to PayPal, or if in Canada, through the banking e-transfer system. There's 2 ways. So, but that's that. Thank you, Laura. I love all you guys too. There is a certain amount of love. I don't, some people use that word love so loosely. You know what I say? Wait till I piss you off. We'll see how long the love lasts. I don't throw the word I love you in a personal way out to everybody I know. I just don't do that. So when I say it to my friends, they know that I mean what I say and I'm serious about it. Anyways, thank you so much for being here. We've just stretched into almost an hour, I think. And the next sign coming up, cross my fingers I can get connected. The next sign coming up is Aquarius. And I am going to say to you guys, Cappies, goodbye. Have fun. More than anything, stay positive, optimistic, and enjoy. Just say, be damned. I'm going to enjoy.